I would say that my voting record speaks for itself. When it comes to tough issues, I'm not going to be a rubber stamp yes for the city or for whatever entity is looking to come into town. I think things need to be vetted out, and often there are a lot of good ideas that get brought to council, but they're not all good ideas. So it's important to be able to have the gusto to, put your foot down and, pump the brakes as needed. As far as my voting record goes, one of the first instances we were encountered with the first time I was elected to council was there was a catastrophic fire in town, and it was brought to council for consideration that the city hold 25% of the homeowner's insurance, sort of as the city's own insurance program, to ensure that the proper measures were taken, that the blighted property was taken care of, expeditedly and in the right way. And I guess I'm proud to say that I voted no on that measure, as I felt then and I feel now that it was a bit of an overreach. It's also important to keep the city's hands out of private affairs as much as possible. So, there's people that have just lost everything that they own, and their whole life, essentially goes up in smoke. And I thought that it was a bit of bad taste that the city would try to hold up any funds that were, potentially going to make the homeowner whole again. Also, I voted no to hire out a recruiting firm for various public departments. I felt like we had the means and the capabilities to do that in-house, and that those dollars didn't need to be spent the way they were. So I've got 4 years of city council experience under my belt. I was first elected in 2020, the height of COVID. It was an interesting campaign. Other things that have formed my path of service and shaped me into the leadership role that I'm asking for your votes for now. I'm in my 7th year as a firefighter on the Dilworth Fire Department. I'm also on the long-range planning committee at Dilworth Lutheran Church, which has really helped, looking at big picture issues and, as a microcosm, how to move the church forward in a productive way, has really benefited me at the city council level to have that to fall back on. It's kind of things that go hand in hand. So that's been a big help. My regular job, I'm a division manager for escape fire protection, so that management role has ups and downs and stresses and good times, much as the issues of the city have ebbs and flows too. So that's all made for very strong leadership qualities. One of the major issues that the city of Dilworth deals with is its location to the rest of the metro. As I was growing up, there was always a little bit of separation between Dilworth and Moorhead, and even Moorhead to Fargo and Fargo to West Fargo. I guess Moorhead and Fargo have always been kind of sister cities, so to speak. But where we live today is one continuous metro area. So it's not like when you get east of 34th Street and into Dilworth that the Fargo-Moorhead problems go away. They absolutely come with, and that's from the east side of Dilworth all the way to the west end of West Fargo. We're one giant community, and our neighbors' problems are our own, and Dilworth isn't exempt to that by any means. So, even though we're a city, just shy of 5,000 people, there are absolutely real big city problems, that need to be dealt with and recognized. And, I feel like we do so accordingly. A second issue that I feel is absolutely paramount is the fact that, unfortunately, the footprint of the existing community center infringed on the new layout for Dilworth's fire department. And it's an amenity that the citizens deserve to have. There was a myriad of events and just different activities that happened in that space over the years. And it's something that absolutely needs to be replaced and needs to be redone, bigger and better and more functional than it ever was. It's absolute paramount project that needs to be pushed forward until it comes to fruition. An interesting caveat of Dilworth is, our housing situation. To my knowledge, the city of Dilworth averages the most square feet of house per dollar, which means you're getting more house for your dollar in Dilworth than you are anywhere else in the metro. And I think that's something that we should be proud of. Our property values stay low enough to attract developers and builders, and also affordable enough to attract, people who are looking to relocate in the metro. And I think that's an attestament to, the leadership of Dilworth. So we understand that growth is inevitable and also necessary. If we did nothing, eventually Moorhead would swallow Dilworth, and that's worst case scenario. So to grow in a calculated fashion to keep up with our neighbors is a bit of a dance. To grow in an orderly fashion, yet almost, and still retain the charm of that small bedroom community feel.